So guys, here's a video topic that I definitely cannot get banned for because I'm talking shit about white people, and YouTube loves that, and big tech loves that. They hate white people. And the reason I can talk about white people in a negative way is because white people hate themselves, are phonies, and are trying the damnedest they can in this world to convince everybody that they're not racist and that they're not bad people. And I feel like this goes without saying, but everybody is racist. Either it doesn't exist or nobody is racist. Because every race, color, ethnicity, nationality has stereotypes. Yes, black people love chicken and watermelon. Yes, white people have probably played croquet before in their lives. Not all. I can't really think of any white stereotypes. I don't know. I am white. It's hard to self-identify. Anyways, the reason why I'm making this video about white people is because we are freaking phonies. No one can have an opinion if they're white in this world. They refuse to. It's hard for white people to make friends today, and I'm just a living example of it. Even if I know people who are Trump fans, it's like, oh, I can't say it though. I can't say it. It's bad. Oh, and by the way, the wall going up, you probably can't see it. I think it's backwards on my recording, but yeah, the wall going up. This is Jesse Lee Peterson's shirt. Pretty fantastic. Just order it. But yeah, why are whites afraid to say that they want security on the border? Why do white people have a problem, or not have a problem rather, with their country being invaded and them being the minority? And I hope for my multiracial subscribers this doesn't offend anybody too much, my white pride here. But get over it. You have pride in your own race and color too. I mean, you probably shouldn't. I wouldn't have white pride if people weren't so against whites nowadays. But now I think it's necessary. It's okay to be white. It's okay to be a man. And I don't know if I mentioned already, but I've been banned for a couple weeks now. This is why it's taken so long for me to upload videos. By the way, I'm also posting on my other channel, Beeboobaax. If you want to follow that, it's just Beeboobaax, similar spelling to Eboobax. But that's the backup channel, guys, because I'm close to being removed totally, not even at 1,000 subscribers. But I digress. There are people I know, managers at my job, executives at my job, who have said things to me like, Evan, you know, I'm kind of like a closet racist, but, you know, I gotta keep that stuff quiet. And that is the main driving point of this video, I think. Those people, the phonies, who won't admit to their stereotypes and biases towards other colors, those are the most racist people of all. Most black people would tell you that I'm the least racist person they know because I'm honest with you about being black. About you being black or a different color. The people who are just like, oh, I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. I hope they don't notice that they're black. And my brother was telling me a funny story recently how he was hanging out with some friends and their neighbor, I guess, was black. And one of his friends was saying, oh, but the black guy next door. And then my brother is just, I'm pretty sure he knows that he's black. Like, what are you trying to keep it a secret for? This world has people so convinced that it's a crime to just notice somebody else's color. Why can't white people just accept that they are white and not think it's a bad thing? Why can't you accept that white people founded this country? Hell, my family immigrated here in the 1900s. I know I wasn't part of the founding fathers' bloodline or whatever, but I respect and I have gratitude that they did it so we can live in this country where you can have guns, say what the hell you want, and not go to jail. Don't want to be against white people, but it seems that the most honest people I know nowadays are the minorities, are the blacks and the Hispanics, because a good amount of them are very open about their hatred for white people. I'm not saying I hate black people, but there's a lot of behavior that the blacks in the inner cities kind of have to get rid of, if you know what I mean. It's pretty obvious. Like attacking people at Popeyes for running out of chicken sandwiches. That exists. Go look if you don't believe me. Blacks are diving through drive-throughs, attacking Popeyes workers. One final thing I'll leave with you guys. I don't know if you're as old as me. I'm only 24. But if you remember that Disney movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf, that entire movie I was thinking about the other day is victimization. Again, it's hard to believe. If you're like me, you got a lot of programming to train yourselves out of, but it was the victimhood, it was perpetuating the victimhood of the black guy, Sam, who was just some sweet, like, onion farmer who's always like, I could fix that. I could fix that, to this sweet, like, white woman school teacher. And just because they kissed one time, which blacks weren't ever attracted to white people back in the day. They liked having their kids look like them. They liked their family to look like them. Blacks weren't fantasizing in olden Western times about getting with white women and in this interracial stuff. It just occurred to me the other day, wow, I was sucked into that even at a young age too, to normalize other races getting together. I want your kids to look like you. I don't want it to get polluted by other races and other ethnicities. But anyways, yeah, Sam the black guy was killed because he kissed this white woman. And to break the curse at the end of the movie, Stanley, who was played by Shia LaBeouf, a white guy, had to carry this black kid up a mountain to reverse the curse that's been put on his family. Basically showing me that, or the viewer, that white people have to break their backs and destroy themselves to be released from the curse that slavery caused, or break the curse that was slavery. That's really all I can gather from that movie. I saw it so long ago. But yeah, a black guy was oppressed in the Old West, shot, and that led this white woman to go on a killing rampage throughout the West because her lover was killed. Which enables white women be acting crazy if they can't get their way and get with a black guy. I think, that's a little piece, a piece of the entire picture as to why white women so desperately want to, I guess, betray their parents and act out against their parents by getting with black guys and other races and the thugs and the rappers and the gangsters. I can't always blame it all on women. Most parents suck. Chances are your parents sucked. I mean, they're flawed. You got to forgive them. But most parents suck and haven't raised their kids in the right way to not be affected by words. And speaking of that, one of my neighbors, the one in a previous video where I mentioned, hooked their daughter on lithium pills at 12 years old. I was hanging out with my neighbors and the daughter and stuff out by the pool at my apartment building. We're all playing some cards and stuff. The 12-year-old's playing in the pool, we're playing cards. Eventually I jump in the pool, and then the 12-year-old girl is just like, hey, diaper boy. She's calling me diaper boy, obviously like a playful thing, like sees me as a friend, is not meaning any harm by these words. And I call at her back. I throw names back at her because that's what you do. Kids like to play games like that. And then I didn't find out till later when I stopped by their apartment that the 12-year-old answers the door and it's like, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to call you diaper boy earlier, and I feel really bad about it. This kid looked heartbroken for something that I thought was so trivial and just a game. And then apparently the parents like scolded her for calling me that as if it was rude, like, don't say that to our guest. And I had to tell these parents, like, what the You are you getting affected by these words? Are you teaching your daughter that she has to fear words? They don't realize that they're poisoning her mind by letting words get to her so much. How do you think this whole culture of uh, participation awards started? The generation of participation trophies. Because people get so offended if they're not given something, if they're not awarded for being good, or just really spoiled, rotten kids in culture we've become. That's why law-abiding citizens like yourselves get guns, protect your family, and just do what's in front of you on a day-to-day basis. Work hard and collect some money and marry and just have tons of kids. That's all I have for you guys. Talk to you guys later. See ya.